Think of reality not as a fixed state, but as an operating system. Far too often, we find ourselves running legacy code on hardware that just wasn't built for the modern world. While others are waiting for a sudden shift or praying for an automatic upgrade, we take a different approach. We don't just inhabit reality, we engineer it. Most people fall into the woo-woo trap, spending years on visualization and crystals, only to remain stuck in the same anxious loops. The problem isn't your intent, it's your physiology. You are trying to run high-voltage software on degraded hardware. If your nervous system isn't optimized to handle that energy, you're simply frying your circuits. We've moved past hope. Our approach is grounded in the hard science of physics, biology, and data. What if ancient mysticism was actually early neurophysiology? We've identified a translation layer where chakras map directly to autonomic ganglia plexuses, and kundalini translates to the velocity of cerebribose fluid. Biophotonics reveals auras as measurable, ultra-weak photon emissions, while manifestation aligns with quantum processes occurring within our neuromicrotubules. The ancients were describing complex biological realities using the only language they had. Today, we have the science to prove it. Zero faith required. Welcome to the systems architecture, a blueprint for what we call reality engineering. This graded path scales through 5 distinct stages, beginning with the foundation to fix the physical vessel. We then move through linguistic translation and overclocking our cognitive processing, eventually equipping ourselves with specialized tools in the armory. It all culminates in the proving ground, where we move beyond belief and into the realm of rigorous verification. You cannot architect reality if you can't first architect your morning. In Phase 1, we combine Mark Joyner's Simpleology productivity engine with bioenergetic grounding to deliver real, verifiable results. By mastering 21-day habit streaks and tracking your daily energy audits, you'll follow a systematic path towards your first $5,000 wealth goal. We move past theory and into direct practice because intention plus action is the only true formula for results. In Phase 2, we installed the Neural Architect kernel. This isn't philosophy, it's a technical manual for rewriting your biological operating system across 3 layers. We optimize the hardware of your nervous system via physiological triggers, the software of your narrative through embodied cognition, and the source code of your genome for rapid cellular healing. Backed by over 50 clinical trials, these protocols bridge the gap between Stanford-level neuroscience and peak human performance. Welcome to the Armory. Theory is useless without drill, so we've built the digital infrastructure to force consciousness into mechanical alignment. We start with the dojo, where we train attention as a muscle to master the inner observer. Next, the imprint leverages digital psychotronics and cymatics to bridge intention and outcome. Finally, the broadcast utilizes visual entrainment to program the RAS and explore mind-matter interaction. This is the toolkit for the modern cognitive athlete. Welcome to the Proving Ground. We've developed the world's first browser-based mind-matter interaction laboratory, modeled after the rigorous Princeton Pear Lab protocols. Our philosophy is simple. Don't believe? Verify. By logging in and focusing your intent, you can attempt to influence a quantum random number generator. Watch the Nexus dashboard as the probability curve shifts in real time, providing measurable evidence of consciousness interacting with the physical world. It's time to see the curve bend for yourself. The core challenge in psi research is a fundamental methodological mismatch. The nature of the target itself dictates the required mental state. We call this the kinetic stochastic divergence. Continuous systems respond to active intention, a push of focused, heart-coherent will to bend probability curves, as seen in psychokinesis. Discrete systems, however, require passive reception, a sensing of state collapse events, central to presentiment. Success isn't about more effort, it's about tactical precision. To achieve effective influence, you must precisely match your internal state to the external system. Let's meet the architects. This is a vetted, invitation-only registry of over 50 world-class MDs and PhDs dedicated to transforming human potential. Our expertise is built on three core pillars. We begin with biooptimization, leveraging cellular medicine and genomics. We then focus on the nervous system through applied neurology and somatic healing. Finally, we push into frontier science, exploring the depths of consciousness and quantum biology. This is where bleeding-edge research meets real-world transformation. It's time to stop faking authority and start engineering biology. You simply can't talk someone out of a broken nervous system. You need the biological hardware fixes to make your coaching stick. The bio-arcanum trilogy transforms practitioners into $5,000 bio-optimization experts by blending rigorous science with practical protocols. From vagal tone and peptide therapy to flow state science and quantum biology, we provide the framework you need to validate your intuition and deliver results that actually last. Forget generic self-improvement. What you're looking at are declassified, clinically proven protocols for biological engineering. We're moving beyond tips into the realm of human-machine optimization, from utilizing the Wolverine peptide for rapid regeneration to mastering cognitive warfare through 40 Hz brain scrubs. By hacking your vagal tone and leveraging social sorcery like mirror neuron activation, we can precisely control physiological and psychological states. This is military-grade engineering for peak performance architecture. 1 year from today, you will arrive somewhere. The question is, where? On one hand, there is the path of normal, a comfortable, familiar cycle that often ends in stagnation and the fatigue of unreached potential. On the other is the path of the alchemist. This journey demands work and embraces the unknown, but it leads to a version of yourself that doesn't just survive, but evolves to take full control of your future. The choice you make today determines exactly where you'll stand 1 year from now. For billions of years, evolution was a passive process, a slow, natural march governed by survival of the fittest. But today, we've reached a profound turning point. Through the convergence of biotechnology and human ingenuity, the future of our species is no longer left to chance. We have moved from natural selection to intentional design. Evolution is no longer something that simply happens to us. It is now a choice.